circle the drain, and now it's all that's left, all that's left of me. Sink my teeth in the pain, watching the world go numb, and I'm just one step from obliteration. Just one step from obliteration. Just one step from obliteration. Yeah, obliteration.
Welcome to the eye of the storm.
The world we live in is a violent place, and that's a fact we're gonna have to face. When I see the things that I don't wanna see, I can think of a place that I would rather be. Who's wrong, who's right? Don't want no fight. Just can't conform out in the storm. One place I've been searching for, right from the day I was born. No ways for another war, here in the eye of the storm.
Oh, okay. So, back out in nature once again. And if you ask me, it's been a little while since I last decided to do any HWH stuff. So what I'm gonna do today is, simply put, get a little creative on the end. Because what we have here is a unique party bag full of models that I kind of forgot about for some time. But don't worry, I've got new plans for them. There's also a ton of straight pieces of track right here, which I'm going to assemble in a spot that no one would dare think to use. Down below, we have an unspeakable doom. Yeah, an entire river lined with some deadly algae and kelp. And as you can see, it's definitely looking nastier than ever. But anyways, here we are. This is basically probably one of the riskiest scenarios that I could ever have in order to set up an HWH episode. This was basically a walkover bridge that was completed a few years ago. So that way, anybody who was willing to get over from this neighborhood all the way over to Parkway Street, which sits along the interstate, well, this is basically their form of convenience to getting from that side to the other end of the river. And well, as you can see here, if you recognize these models from some episodes ago, like H2Go, Mad Mike Drift Attack, Volvo XC40 Recharge, and then you have all these other models that I have here. They're just precariously hanging over the edge, and if any of them happen to fall in, then they're basically done for. These are some nice new models that I got a hold of for this year, so I'm hoping that by picking them in random order, chances are I couldn't end up slipping up and causing one of them to fall into the water, or possibly worse. So we're gonna make it a challenge for today for me to avoid any kind of risky move here, because it'll be like a game of Jenga. Once the tower falls, then it's all over. So in this case though, we're gonna avoid getting any of these cars to fall into the water below, ending them once and for all here in the series. So I got straight track down below, which will set them free to the other side of the river from where I'm currently standing. So, here we go. I'm gonna start things off firsthand with the Jeep. Oh yeah. Okay, here we have ourselves the Jeep FC. So, you're on your way now. Be free. Yeah. They don't really have to go all the way to the other end, but it's at least a good way to know that I've completed the test successfully. Alright, next let's do Ahsoka, who's part of the Team Hot Wheels Racing. Yeah. It's a new racing series that we got, and there's actually been new models, for the record, that have since entered the board, so I'll be excited to get a hold of them in the future. Okay, third model that I'm going to do for today, how about the Bugatti Bolide? Whew, okay. That's a nice big gamble. I win or lose. Whoops. That wasn't so good. Let's try again. Nice. Okay, fourth model we're gonna do, we'll do HW4 track. Ooh, bumped into the XC40 right there, so like I said, it'll be risky, especially when going further. Alright, off you go, winners. Everybody here, it's not necessarily a win or lose type situation, at least on their end. It's more about me this time. So, okay, how about drift breaker? Yeah, drift and brake. Yep. I was pretty close on that one. A lot of business has happened, and it's been a little hard to keep track of all these new models that have come around so far. All right, let's see. Up next, let's go for the Solero GT. Yeah, this one's another nice model. It may be an exotic fantasy car, but it still does win my heart by all means. Oh, looks like Mazda AutoZam is moving. Okay, so let's send you down next. Oh, fits on the track surprisingly. I kind of forgot that it could still fit well within the grooves. Okay. Let's see, up next, how about the Porsche 356 Speedster? Yeah, or just Porsche Speedster as it says on the base. Seems to rock from side to side, mostly because of how skinny it is, but nonetheless, it's still pretty good. Okay, let's go for the Land Rover Defender Mark III, or Series 2, yeah. Not the Defender, Series 2, so send you off on your way to the other end of the bridge. Well, even though it's not necessarily so, but still. Glad to know that I'm actually playing the game pretty well, but I'm feeling that I might end up making a mistake or two. So, Proton Saga. Whew. Yeah, like I said, seems like I'm playing with some deadly fire here. I'm bound to get burned at some point. Volkswagen ID Buzz. All right. With all these gaps, I'm sure that the wind is going to cause some of these models to start shifting around, so let's just see what goes on. Okay, how about the, let's see, Mod Speeder. Yep. This one's another nice looking model. Off you go. Now let's go for one of these demolished ones here, or just simply call them the Crush Gang. This one right here is called Blindsided. So, looking on the base, I'm able to find whatever info I need in regards to the models, the needs and know-hows of every which way. So, now let's try the Volvo XC40 Recharge, since it also ended up shifting around a bit. Yeah. Again, we're not guaranteed to make it all the way to the very end of the bridge here from where I'm currently standing, but yeah. Now the water's got ducks. It's nice that they can handle it at least. Unlike these guys, Mr. Incredible shall go up next. Yeah, a little slower than the bunch, but still, glad to know that they're gonna make it out okay. Let's try Alfa Romeo GT V6 3.0. So everybody's going off to the other end of the bridge. H2Go shall be the next one. Wow. Can actually roll pretty well, unlike some other models I know with skinny wheels. Monster High Ghoulmobile. This one's another car I like pretty well. And there it goes. Off they all go pretty much. Now let's go ahead and do flat iron. Now, random pick up next, 73 Jeep J10. So, a rare example of a Jeep pickup. They seem to be getting more common nowadays, especially with the introduction of the new Gladiator, which is pretty nice, but still. Yeah, I guess it won't go very far, unlike the rest. Okay, how about May from Turning Red? Okay, looks like we're doing pretty well here. Now let's do Trouble Decker. Seems like they won't be moving very far, but still, I guess it's okay for me. Now let's do Limited Grip. Limited Grip, let's see what you can do here. I guess not very much, but nobody seemed to have gone very far, maybe no more than like 10 feet. How about the Ford Lightning? Especially when knowing the fact that we're about to get another Ford model, the Mustang Dark Horse, which is set to come very soon. So, how did that happen? Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to another model I have here, Punk Rod. This one's a nice model just as well with most of the others. And that's kind of as far as it'll go. Now, how about Surf Duty? This one's another nice pickup model. Kind of similar in design to Too Tough. But still, I do like how some iterations happen to be used in some regard. Mad Mike Drift Attack. I know this one's gonna be able to roll pretty well. Yeah, it rolled so well it knocked Surf Duty out. So, Mustache. Three more cars to go. I'm seriously hoping that none of them end up falling in. Now I have the Porsche Cayman. Jaguar I-Pace Trophy. Yeah, I-Pace E-Trophy, to be more precise. And the last car we have is C Zinger right here. 21C. Looks like the waters are still calm after all this time. Thought they were raging, but seems like we could be wrong. So there you have it. We pretty much have ourselves a whole fleet of new models that are now safe. All the storm and rage and disgusting toxic water that lies beneath us with this bridge shall no longer be a threat to any of these guys right here, because looks like they all have their own way of getting safely home. And while home may be far away from here, we'll just see how it all goes down. And as for me, well, it's episode 299, but I got something quite special in mind for number 300. So stay tuned tomorrow for that episode. I feel like I could keep going with this outdoor stuff for a while too, so maybe I'll come back with some more of this stuff. I'll see you guys later though on HWH.
From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to flight.